All right. Hi there, folks. This is Sully here. We are back with the first post baby stream here. Uh, Apologies for the delay. I was planning on starting sooner today. I'm actually going to put the Discord announcement up because I just forgot to do that. Um, but I actually got sick this morning. I was the one feeling under the weather. Our two kids were actually great. So it took me a little bit longer. Let me just put this announcement up. Let's see. First post baby stream. Okay, there we go. Just sent that out. Usually I remember to send out the announcement on the Discord before I start. Anyway, thank you, Burninator. Burninator, #1 fan. Always here right when the stream starts. Thanks, Burninator. I think that Liz is gonna probably have Charlie drop by at some point during the stream. He's sleeping right now. He's been a really good sleeper. We're like crossing our fingers that this is going to continue. He is 10 days old today, so he's very much in the newborn stage. And sometimes they can be a great sleeper when they're a newborn, and then when they get to like a month or 2 months or 3 months, suddenly they get more active and they don't sleep as well. So we are praying that he will continue to be a great sleeper. Anyway, thanks, Charlotte. But we do have a game here. I don't think I'm gonna. This is probably not going to be too long of a stream today for all the reasons. I wanted to stream earlier this morning, was as I was saying on the Discord, just woke up feeling kind of crummy this morning, kind of a bit of an upset stomach. Our older son William had an upset stomach earlier this week, so I don't know. We thought that was just something he ate, but I guess it's possible maybe he gave me something. All right. Well, in terms of what we're doing here, so we left off the last time with finishing off Japan in our Civ 4 game. And let me tell you, there's such a big relief to finally get Japan out of the way in this game. Oh boy, some of these turns were pretty stressful, playing all the turns with having to be in war with Toku. Anyway, thanks all of you who are popping in. Appreciate it. Play Burger. Yeah, well, we might, but we do want to finish the current game. I think we can do it in a few more sessions. Anyway, some of these units are still healing. I'm just going to have these units chill here until they're healed. There's no particular rush to get them moving because we're not in a war anymore. So the goal for today's session, in the time that we have, by the way, apparently we never researched monotheism. Did you know that the entire, this is side point here, did you know that you can launch the spaceship without ever researching any of the texts on the mysticism line? You can skip mysticism, meditation, polytheism, priesthood, monotheism. They're all optional texts, as I understand it. I don't think you have to research any of them, or you don't have to research all of them. I think you do have to get monarchy and feudalism, but you can skip most of these texts, and you can still launch the spaceship. You can actually launch the spaceship without ever researching agriculture, by the way. That was, I believe someone's done that challenge, launch the spaceship without researching agriculture. It's actually not required to launch the spaceship. Anyway, that's a side point. Our goal for today is we want to industrialize. We want to get to assembly line. That's what we're doing right now. We're going economics corporation. Then we're going to pick up assembly line, and then we're going to move to industrialism. By the way, electricity is an important tech for us because we have state property, and we're definitely going to have some state property windmill and water mills. Well, the watermills don't get, or the windmills don't get a bonus from state property, but the watermills do. In fact, watermills become an insane tile with state property, so we're definitely going to try to build some of them. And anyway, the goal is we want to try to get to industrialism, build tanks, and then the long-term plan is we want to run over Portugal because Portugal is both the leading tech in AI and also very, very vulnerable to us. Their core, Joao, if I'm pronouncing that name right, his core is extremely vulnerable to an attack from us. I mean, he has these overseas cities, right? He has one over here. But I probably don't necessarily have to take his overseas cities. We'll just see how that plays out. Maybe we'll have to see. So that's the long-term plan. I'm also aware that tanks require iron, or not iron, oil, and you have to go to combustion to get oil. So we will have to head down here as well on the tech tree. And this means that like our pollution is probably going to be pretty horrible. Yeah, remember to bring tons of watermills. Absolutely. And we'll probably replace a fair amount of tiles in our core with watermills too, because they become such incredible tiles. Of course, the problem is, look at our core here, right? Where are all the rivers at? This is a very dry start, which is why prioritizing biology was so important. I mean, we have a river, right here that runs through our territory, and then that is literally our only river, although I think there's a tiny one over here in Japan's territory. Yeah, this is a rough, kind of a rough start here, but yeah, we'll probably replace pretty much everything that runs along the river with watermills. The only thing is, this city here, that now the watermills will give you in-state property, obviously +1 food, but a farm is +2 food with biology. So for a city like Argentum, which we just founded, it actually is better to farm along the river here because this city needs food pretty badly. Although I guess it will have the sheep. Although that's a hillside sheep. So that's only a 3 food tile. Yeah, it's only a 3 food tile. All right. Anyway, long story short. Yeah, wish Civ 5 had more improvements. Yeah, I mean, one of the cool things about Civ 4 is there's a lot of really interesting tile improvements in this game. Like, you can just do, like, farm, mine, cottage if you want and, like, stick to the basic 3. But, like, you know, you go into like, you go deeper into the game and, like, there's some cool stuff. Like, lumber mills present that challenge between chopping or keeping them. Granted, in most situations, it's better to chop forests, but you can save for lumber mills. You do get health, obviously, from the forests. And then you have things like pastures, plantations, quarries. The water mills and the windmills and the workshops are all just like, they just give you interesting options, which is why this game is just such a cool game. Anyway, welcome those of you just getting here. Can Samurai's End also build a water mill? Let's see. No, you can build a water mill there. Now, the problem is you can't, I don't believe you can build a water mill on Tundra. I think it has to be on a non-Tundra tile. I could be wrong about that. We're going to check that out in this game. So we'll definitely figure that out. Alrighty. Anyway, so back here, we do want some actual defenders. So I'm going to switch. I'll finish this. Well, actually, no, we just finished a build. We're going to build some redcoats because we do want some defenders for these new cities. Just so we don't have, like, cavalry stuck defending cities. Otherwise, though, most of these units are going to head on back. We actually don't need to worry about garrisoning with Saladin that much because Saladin is actually pleased with us. Like, we don't need a big garrison over by Saladin because he's +7 with us. Look at this. The years we've supplied him with resources, open borders, and our trade relations. Like, we're getting massive bonuses with this. And he doesn't declare war at pleased. He's actually pleased locked with us. Now, by the way, Joao is also pleased locked with us. Even though we have -3 from you declared war on our friend. Brennus, of course, can declare war because he's only at cautious. But Brennus is also on the other side of Saladin, and they do not like each other at all. I don't think they even have open borders with each other. No, they don't even have open borders. So how would he ever reach me? I guess he could sail ships, but, like, come on. I'm not worried about naval landings from Brennus. At worst, he would just snipe one of my coastal cities, and I'd take it right back, because the AI never raises cities in Civ 4. Alrighty. Yeah, I should be about as safe as possible. And I don't have to go through Saladin or Brennus to win this game. They're pretty big, but, like, their tech is actually not that great. So, like, look what they have up over me, right? So they have some techs down the combustion line, right? So they're up monotheism, who cares? They're up military science, we're never researching that. We're about to get economics corporation, so we're going to knock that out really fast. And then they're up some things, as I said, on the combustion line. So they're up steel, and do they have railroad yet? Let's see. They don't have biology, which is a huge tech on this map. I don't think they do. No, he doesn't have railroad. I'm trying to read this here. He doesn't even have steam power. Yeah. Joao is actually the furthest ahead in tech. Tundra 1 windmills are allowed. Okay. Yeah, and I'm aware you can't build a watermill on both sides of the Tundra. I'm aware that you can't do that. Anyway, yeah, like, if these weren't mature cottages, like this here, these waterside lumber mills should definitely be, riverside lumber mills should be water mills. Like, that'll be much better. It'll make them a 2 food tile. And they'll actually get more production, and they'll get more commerce as well, because we actually get the financial bonus when we plant a watermill next to a river. Okay, anyway, so we got a lot of work for our workers to do. Enough stalling. I'm going to move most of my calves just down here to Delphi, because that's a staging ground. So I'll just start moving them there. And we'll probably be able to do a lot of these turns pretty fast, because when you're not at war, you can do the turns pretty fast. All right, where do we still need to spread Judaism? We do have the Jewish shrine. Okay. Well, all those cities. Oh, we need to spread to Argentum or Argentum. We'll go ahead and do that. All right. Let's go ahead and... Actually, you can probably stay right here, but we do want to rebase some of our airships over. Here to the Portugal border. Okay, all you guys, let's just alt-click this. Some of you guys are not healed, but we'll just move you all here. Same thing over here. There's no urgency here to heal these guys faster. I'll leave the, you know what, I'll leave the elephants over here for right now. They can just provide military police for some of these cities. Go. Your work is done, elephants. You served us well. And then we have 2 surviving trebs that I didn't end up using. All right. The cav, you move faster, you get there quickly. Oh, and we're going to have to build railroads relatively soon. You guys can just chill here. I think I'm just going to delete the trebuchets because I don't think I'm ever going to use them. And they do cost maintenance. Not a lot, but we are over the unit cap. I'm never going to be able to use a treb. There's no way a treb will ever get fast enough. Like, it's never going to be able to get next to a city in order to attack. And, yeah, as I said, they're just costing me money right now. So, job well done. You guys definitely did your thing. Oh, you know what? I might actually, that's a mistake. I might need them for flip suppression over here because we're gonna get pressure from what's his name's borders. Samurai's End is not gonna be able to work any tiles south of the city because Cherokee's borders are gonna grab them. But Cherokee's borders are only out to here. Let's see. So yeah, I should hold on to some of them just so. I might need them for flip suppression. All right, let's get you up here to a place where you can work on tile improvements. Same thing for these knights. These knights are never going to fight again. You guys can hang out here for flip suppression. Okay. Yeah, bombers aren't too far off either. Are there any more excess warriors? Well, I do have some warriors, but a lot of them are just standing in cities that are not going to be attacked from military police, like Deerfield. Oh, but Deerfield has... Yeah, we do have some extra ones. You're right. Some of these should probably... We don't need this many warriors. You're right. And it's obviously not worth upgrading them. Like, we could upgrade them to a red coat, but like 300 gold, no. That's an entire turn's worth of teching. So yeah, we should get rid of some of these warriors. That's a good call. They're not. We no longer need them for military police. Like, you guys did your job, but one unit standing back here is fine. It's not like this is a human player who might. So some of you guys know this, but like, there are some really dirty tricks you can pull off in a game against other players using great generals. You can actually land a unit. Like, you could sail a ship up here. You could declare war, sail a ship here, drop off a unit, and then give them morale promotion, which gives you +1 movement with a great general, and then you can attack and kill that city. Obviously, you can also use commandos, but like cities that are one tile off the coast, you can actually land a unit, promote morale, and then kill them, which is really dirty. We've seen people do that in some of our Civ multiplayer games. Anyway, we'll keep the chariot, and these warriors are no longer needed. So we salute you for providing military police. You guys did your job, and we should be about to get a ton of happiness as soon as we click next turn. Because look, we have 10 unhappy faces from war weariness here. So like, as soon as that's gone, we should be fine. And then the great engineer. I'm just gonna have you stand here so I can see you, and that way I know I have a great engineer. All right, so we would need to get 2 more non-engineers. So if we could somehow get a scientist and a merchant, we could trigger another golden age. Definitely worthwhile to do that. Remember, we have the mausoleum, which we captured from Toku. We actually have quite a few wonders. Let's see. Oh, the Celts also have the Statue of Zeus in Kremlin. I don't expect to use Kremlin at this point, but Statue of Zeus could be pretty... Oh, no, they're in the... Never mind, they're in the Celts lands, not Portugal. What am I saying? Anyway. Spiral Minaret would be useless. We don't have a state religion. They do have let's see. Oh, yeah, we captured Chichen Itza. We captured this. We captured... Oh, Portugal has Statue of Zeus. Okay, what city is this in? We need to... Well, if we go to war with Portugal, we need to prioritize whatever city that's in. All right. Portugal, statues. Okay, it's in... I cannot pronounce this. Guimarães. I'm sure that's a mispronunciation. Okay, it's right here. So we could actually probably snipe that immediately at the start of a war. Because we do not... The war awareness is so bad in this game. We would want to make sure we have Statue of Zeus captured right away. Okay, so that's good. It's very captureable, if that's a word. Anyway, Cherokee's borders, they extend out to here. So let's see, in terms of going north, that's 1, 2, 3... Okay, it'll extend up to here. So again, we won't have any tiles south of the city. And the city will be under flip risk, so we definitely have to shove some old units in there to protect it. But we have enough old units we can shove in there that it'll be okay. For culture flip suppression, it doesn't matter what the unit is. They all function equally. All right, there's economics. But we are very late to discovering this. We definitely don't get a great merchant. No, we're in state property. And state property is really good for us. All right, so we need to do corporation. Not too expensive of a tech at this stage of the game. All right, airship. So anyway, now it's time to go back and start picking up stuff that... Oh my god, what is this? AI, what are you doing? All right, well, if we could get... Actually, so we're going to get a great person out of here. That's not bad. And we should get... We have almost no odds to get an engineer, so really anything that's not an engineer is great out of here. But I would like to work these tiles. All right, we definitely want the levee. The city has a lot of river tiles. I need to go through all my cities. I probably should have done that. All right. Oh my god, why the stupid spy specialist, I swear. So I was going to replace some of these tiles with cottages. Remember, we are in emancipation, so we get double speed cottages. And oh, look at those. Let's do this. We definitely don't need to run the culture slider anymore. Now look at the happy cap. Let's get this city up to like size 20. Let's go. We'll work these tiles and then we'll grow onto the cottages. Yeah, and then once we get this to like size 20, we can actually convert some of these farms over into workshops or more cottages. Yeah, I need to go through all my cities. All right, you're still building. Oh, I was going to say you're still building all your infrastructure, but you're really not. I guess we might as well do the Intelligence Agency and Security Bureau. We don't really have anything else to work on, and we should build Forbidden Palace somewhere. We might as well knock these out so that we're not at such a ridiculous deficit on espionage. Alrighty, let's just go through all our cities real quick. I remember why I didn't do that last turn is because I was waiting until I was out of... Oh, wow, we can do this in 2 turns out of profit. Okay. We'll do that. We'll do 60%. I was waiting until all the war weirdness was gone, and then I wanted to reassign tiles. Okay, yeah, this city looks pretty good. We're at 18 base. Love the plus 10% from state property. Yeah, another dev joke. You can discover communism before economics. You can discover things in some weird orders in this game. It's one thing I don't like about Civ 7. Now, we don't know that much about it, but we know it's coming in like roughly 2 months from now. The way that they're going to do everything with ages is like so bad from a historical perspective, and I think it's actually bad from a gameplay perspective too. Anyway, we definitely want representation because cities that cap out on size are going to work specialists. Free speech. I don't know if free speech is better than bureaucracy right now, but it's definitely going to be better as we build more cottages. So that's why I swapped on the last turn of the Golden Age. Emancipation I actually don't want to run. I prefer to run caste, I think. Get the bonus from workshops or slavery, but don't have a choice. State property, I think, is pretty clearly better than free market for us because we have a lot of cities. We're not going corporations. This would not be a good map for corporations. We talked about that in the last session. Just not enough resources to make it to make stuff like Sid Sushi very good. And then we've been in free religion the whole game, which has been really good. Is what worth it in state property? Is what worth it? Shalathot. Oh, you're right. Okay. You guys are right. Forbidden Palace is useless because we're in state property and we're never leaving it. Okay. You guys are right. That was a brain fart. There's no reason to build that. Whoops. All right. Oh, the borders. Okay, so the borders still haven't like fixed themselves yet over here. But all these units can... All right, now the calves can join up with our other cavalry. Because there will be... These calves, like, they are outdated. And they'll be outdated by the time we fight Portugal. Cavalry are not very good against... infantry, which is likely the defenders we'd be facing, but they can still get the job done. Like, they're still good to have. All right, we'll put you here. Oh, you know what we should do? I should do the recon mode down there just to be safe. We could also put potentially put a fort down here just to have more airships in range. But we'll see. I might do that later on. Okay, let's get you over here, back into our actual territory. Now, would we want to... Let's see. How much food do we have in this city? I think... Hold on. I think I might want to farm these 2 tiles. And then... Oh, wait. No. We can farm... No. We don't want to farm these. We can farm these tiles over here because these tiles will be in our borders. And these will be irrigated as well. So this should be a watermill. Yeah, this should definitely be a watermill. Okay, because the lizard's working this tile. It's never going to take that tile over. Also, now that these cities are not capped on happiness, they're going to grow very, very well. So yeah, this should be a watermill. Because we can farm these tiles if we need food. We will need at least some farms. So here's the other thing that's kind of micro-intensive we want to do. For these smaller cities, we actually want to build farms to grow them up to like size 15, 16. And then once they're that larger size, because like we build the farms, get them up to like plus 10 food surplus, let them grow fast. Then when they're done growing, we go back and we pave over the farms with tiles that don't have as much food because you don't need like plus 10 food surplus when you get to like size 15. But anyway, long story short, this is going to be a watermill. All right. Let's keep you guys... Actually, what we'll do is we'll rebase all of these into Samurai's End. I don't know if these units help to suppress a flip, but if they do, we'll just move them over there anyway. Okay. Let's grab all these units except one knight. Let's see, we'll do Alt-click and then remove these. Well, we do want the sentry guy. The sentry guy actually can still be useful. And we'll move him down here too. I'm not too worried about getting attacked at the end of this long peninsula. Not really. If the AI would try to come over here... I mean, I'll get a red coat from over there. I'll build a couple red coats for my heroic epic city. And we're going to need to... Oh, man, this is unfortunate. I hate that this Portuguese city is denying us some tiles here. Ah, well. We'll take care of that down the road. We'll deal with that down the road. Okay. Have we gotten this pasture done yet? No. Oh, I didn't use the culture bug trick last turn in Argentum. Okay. We need to... I was going to say we need to pop the borders, but do we need to pop the borders? All that's in the second ring is that silver tile that we're not going to be working anyway. So even though this is one less food, I think it's still better to work this tile. That's because it speeds the granary along. Okay, so we don't have that much stuff to do, but like this tile here, this workshop, this should obviously be a water mill. It's just a better tile. But we do have a bit of a puzzle on what tiles we put these on. All right, so we water mill both of these two, and then we can do this one, and then probably this one, and then we'll just see how many of these we can get along this river. But this one should be a watermill, so we'll get to work on that. It's just a better tile. It'll actually be a 2-food tile, so that'll be nice once it grows a little bit. Thank you for the words on the brain farts being allowed until Charlie's a little bit older. You know, so I actually have been getting a decent amount of sleep. That's because we kind of set this up the same way we did with William. So Liz is taking the night shifts right now, and then Liz sleeps for a good portion of the day while I watch Charlie during the day. We can obviously only do that so long as we're both at off from work, which won't be forever. But he hasn't been too bad. I realize I'm speaking for Liz here, which is a little bit dangerous, but he really hasn't been that bad so far. All right, so this is probably more food than we need here, but we'll convert this back. Like we'll convert some of these over to we'll convert some of these over to like either workshops. I guess they'd have to be either workshops or cottages. We should probably turn some of them into cottages because we have all the commerce multiplier buildings here. But we need to wait until the city grows. Let's grow this city up to size like 18 before we do that. Okay, so Middleburg is not out of resistance yet, so we'll just bring you up here and you can... Oh my god, this is such a bizarre such a bizarre path to get up here. Roll tanks, beeline UN, convert to the religion of the smaller guy and win. No, this is most likely a spaceship ending. Most likely a spaceship ending for this game. Because people... I think it would be tough to win at Diplo Vic. Like if we killed J-Man and took all his population, I don't think we're ever going to get Brennus's vote. And I guess we could... I mean, I guess you could theoretically win by UN if we could get Saladin up a little bit higher. Like, declare war on Brennus to get mutual military struggle bonus. If Brennus has higher population than Saladin, which he does. So that actually, that's not crazy. That actually could work. We'd have to take over Portugal, and then we'd have to get Saladin's vote, which is not impossible, as I said. So that's not a bad suggestion, but we'll see. That is getting a little ahead of ourselves, but it is in play. I love how we have so many workers working on the tiles in this tiny little city. All right. So the yield there, not amazing yet. 2 food, 2 production, 1 commerce. But like again, on the tech tree, we have stuff that boosts watermills coming up. The big one being electricity gives us the +2 commerce. So then that'll trigger the financial bonus on any tile that has a watermill. Is there anything else for watermills, or is that the last one? I'm trying to remember if anything else improves them other than that we don't have. Okay, we already have replaceable parts, so we got the plus. Yeah, look at this. It's plus the base yield is +1, but with replaceable parts, state property, electricity, it's +1 food, +2 production, +2 commerce. Which anything that gives +2 production triggers the or +2 commerce triggers the financial bonus. That's really +3. So we can get those beautiful like 3 food, 2 production, 4 commerce yields on Riverside grassland tiles. Anyway. Oh, I didn't go through all my cities. Shoot, I bet there's cities working spy specialists. Whoops. All right, now is there anything we want to build here? Since we're not at... Oh my god, yeah, like this city's working a spy specialist, please. All right, now we really would prefer this not to trigger great engineer, so I'm actually going to run some non-engineer stuff. Artist would... we'll just put it on scientist for right now. I do want a couple more red coats, and then we can probably knock out the espionage buildings in here too, because why not? While we're at peace, we don't need the... Oh, we never did any of these multipliers. I mean, the commerce potential here is pretty low, so there's not much point to those other buildings. All right, theater. Why did we build a theater? Oh, because we were unhappy. It's like, why did we build a theater here? Anyway, okay. So this city, again, has, like, no commerce. This is just a production city, so we don't have to worry about any of that stuff. We do need more health, though, so let's knock out this. And we'll do the grocer. Actually, let's do that in the... no, we do need the aqueduct first because we're about to hit the limit. And we'll just do the grocer here. Jewish missionaries. Okay, now is there anything more pressing that we need? Not really. Oh, we can do the customs house. Actually, it's probably worthwhile to build a customs house here. It's not like we have all that much else we need to do. Also, what is this? Now, we don't want the engineer because we're trying not to roll an engineer. So I'll just go heavy on scientists again. Okay, jail done here. Maintenance is not too bad with state property. Let's do stuff like library. We'll just do the library because the city has the gold tile. Has enough yeah, the city actually has a lot of commerce here. Where's all the commerce coming from? Oh, we have the water tiles. We have the settled great people. Yeah, we want the commerce multipliers here for sure. All right. Now, you are just a little production city. Poor little hill fort. Yeah, we'll pick up this tile when we grow, and then we'll just grow onto those windmills. And this city's never going to do much, but since we're not actively at war right now, we might as well not do the espionage buildings here. We don't really need to worry about health and happiness because it's such a small city. Library's not going to do anything. No, we don't need that. So yeah, we'll just knock out the espionage buildings here for the time being, and we can go back to units once we have something to train. Of course, the next big thing is going to be factories everywhere. All right, the Lizard. This is another city that has a lot of commerce potential, so let's knock out those buildings. Is there anything that's going to give us a production multiplier? No. Actually, I mean, the production's not terrible. 12 base. It's mostly a lot of water tiles. These cottages, of course, could give us production, but I'm not tearing down a cottage tile that's giving me 8 commerce. It's a mature town already. Okay, so yeah, we'll just do some of the research multiplier buildings for right now. Anyway, let's get you up here. Kill the warriors in Plains Cow. Okay. Gotcha. Watermill. All right, so Samurai Zen, do we have enough in here to suppress a flip? No, we need more units up here. I can take those knights that are in this big stack here. First of all, let's split this. Let's cancel that order. Split the stack. I'm not surprised I need more units. All right. Separate the group. Let's grab all these knights. What is it? Control click for the group. Oops. I guess that wasn't it. Where is that stack again? Okay, I guess it's not control click. What the? Okay. Oh, I guess the units already moved this turn. Oh, well. All right, well, we've got a red coat that can move up here. Did they already move? Did these units already moved this turn? Okay, so next turn I'll move the knights up here. If we get 2 6% revolts before the knights can move up there, then that would be pretty sad in terms of RNG. I don't think that's going to happen. We have enough units that we can stop the city from revolting. Samurai's End is never going to be much of a city because of the culture, but we can at least keep it from revolting away from us. And if we gave it to, if we gave this to Saladin, then he's just put cultural pressure on the next city, so there's no reason to do that. All right, yeah, look at this tile here. Can only be worked by, well, actually the lizard can work this tile for right, no, never mind, it's out of lizard's range. Pretty good tile, right? 3 food, 2 production. It's about to be 4 commerce as soon as we get up to electricity. Oh, excuse me. Where are you? I must have clicked on you by accident. All right. Religion in here. It'll help this city spread. And you guys can all chill out here. Just putting all these units to sleep. All right, let's just check out what's in Portugal. So what's the air recon mode R? Yeah, airships are pretty overpowered in terms of what they let you see. Probably should not be as good as they are, in all honesty. All right, so rifles and cannons. Doesn't appear to have that big of a stack anywhere. Just a lot of rifles, really. It's like cheat mode. We can see everything as soon as we use them. It doesn't have air power yet either. I mean, okay, so he just got a machine gun, so he must have recently picked up railroad tech. Must have got that recently. All right, so yeah, we'll get corporation, and then let's start researching, what's it called? Assembly line. Now, can he research? Does he already have assembly line? Hold on. Does he already have that? trying to think if he has it. I guess he... Can he research... Does he already have that? Does he have factories right now? I'm trying to read. Does he have factories in these cities? What does the factory look like? I think he does. Hold on. You can look in the cities to see. Buildings, factory. All right, it's got the triple smokestacks. Like, does he have a factory in here yet? I don't see. Yes, it looks like he does. That's okay. So he does have factories. Okay, so he should. Why doesn't he have infantry yet, though? If he has assembly, maybe he hasn't had time to build them yet. Maybe I'm misreading this. Anyway, probably spending too much time staring at the map right now. I think he has assembly line, because I think he has all the prerequisites, and it would show up as researchable otherwise. Which is in biology. Yeah, I think he has it, but I guess he hasn't trained any. I guess he's building the factories. He hasn't upgraded. I'm surprised that he doesn't have any infantry, though. Anyway, but he will have infantry by the time we attack, so that's for sure. Oh, you want to get a quick look at Saladin just while we're doing recon mode here? We won't do this every turn. I'm just curious what he has over here. Oh, whoops, I had them still grouped. Oh, well. We'll look next turn then, so we can see what's over there. He just got... Oh, he has his own airships, but he's still longbows, so... If we wanted to pick a fight with him... we probably could. All right. Yes, we're still kind of waiting for a lot of these tiles to come out of resistance. Middleburg's probably going to be next. Yeah, I kind of need these towns to come out of resistance. Argentum is not in a position where I can use the culture trick yet. This needs like another 2 turns. Oh, we got the state. We got the free speech bonus culture there. Oh wait, why are we only getting 1.2 per turn instead of 2? Oh, we got... Oh, never mind. We got 1 culture last turn, and we got 20... We got a little bit of extra on it. Okay, that is odd that we have 1.2. It's a little bit weird. Okay. I'm just trying to see what else... Oh, you know what we can do? We need some workers to start putting water mills over in our one river. So I'm going to move this group of workers back here. So I have at least some workers that can do that. All right. Judas missionaries. We have all of our cities converted. Now we could look to convert... Portugal's cities, I suppose. In fact, it's probably more important to do that than build custom houses. Fish and chips. Why don't you stay on this Jewish missionary task for right now? Okay, so here's another... and we were going to drop some of these. Okay. So, let's get at least 1 red coat in both Middleburg and... Bottingham, so I'll send 1 in each of those directions. 3 Stoke Smack building with ironworks. Okay. Ah, okay. Good call. I just happened to be looking at his ironworks city. All right, let's actually go through my cities now and see that. Make sure they're not doing anything dumb. Okay. I'm actually close to popping a great person. I'd like to get one out of this city first. Hold on. Yeah, Loot Fiesta is really close, and Fish and Chips are both really close. And I want Loot Fiesta to because it has like no chance of an engineer. I want him to get the great person out first. So what are we mostly going to get here? Profit Scientist. Let's just get this out next turn. Hopefully we'll get hopefully we won't get the engineer at 6%. Everything else is fine. All right, and then next turn we'll fix we don't need to run those extras. All right, Plains Cow is probably going to get another engineer, which is not the end of the world. But the important thing is it's a little bit after the other city. If we could get an artist or the spy, that would be nice. I shouldn't have used that 1 spy on a great... Okay, this city's fine. Delphi's just growing quickly. Deerfield is building wealth. Okay, we can do something better than... We definitely want the levy here, so let's cancel that and build the levy. We'll definitely want a watermill this tile. Cottages are fine. Brexit is just working these 5 tiles, which it will until the end of time. All right, Fish and Chip. This is fine, although we'd prefer to get a merchant if we could. So I'll just change this to merchant just in case. Is this where we have National Epic? Yeah, we have National Epic here. Oh, never mind. We can only run... Oh, I picked artist, didn't I? Whoops. Okay. We'll try to get a merchant out of here. Use some spies to take down Joao's defenses. So that's not really going to work because I have very little espionage points. You need a lot of espionage points to do that. I wouldn't recommend heading down that route. All right, well, we're definitely going to work this. You could really use... Oh, you just need to fix your health situation. I don't know if there's any way I can do that, though, before you start down a size. Well, you're fine. I mean, Silky Fish just needs to sit here and slowly... like, I guess I could give it a tile. Can I give it this tile? Okay. There you go. Now you're not starving. Working this tile feels terrible, but until we can get some health, it's like the best we can do here. All right, the jail is not a high priority, but I don't see anything else. This tile's one off the river, so we can't build a levee there. The city's just doing its thing, just kind of sitting there at the food cap, getting us 38 beakers and 26 gold per turn, so that's fine. Thermo, you need to stop working these tiles. I need you to grow, buddy. I want you to grow like 4 or 5 more sizes. I'll leave this here because I am trying to get this cottage grown. All right, until same thing here. You know, like we're trying to grow you, bud. You have a plus 11 food per turn. Now, this city's getting close to the limit on food. So I should get the... I need workers to come over here and turn some of these farms into cottages. Convert like 2 or 3 of them into cottages. All right, this is fine. Looks good. Hillfort's really small. This is fine. Plus 11 food surplus. Man, maybe I should have put National Epic in here. It's fine. It'll work some specialists. And then these other cities are still in resistance. Okay. Okay. Well, I could workshop, but I kind of designated this city as... This city does have the commerce multipliers in it already. Like, it already has a stock exchange market, grocer, library, university, observatory. Like, when they have this many multipliers in them, it's worthwhile to build some cottages. And, like, this city has... I mean, like, I could convert a bunch of these into cottages, but it's a little late for... I mean, I guess I could, but... I'm running, like, Delphi and Plains Cow as production cities, and then most of the other cities, you do want to get commerce from them if you can. Overall. Time to run 3 spy specialists in each city, yeah. Seriously. All right. Now we have corporation. We never had the Great Lighthouse. Assembly line is the big expensive tech, but... yeah, we'll hit there. Okay. So I think that's enough redcoats for the time being. I should need some more later. But let's go ahead and get the grocer, so this because the city is suffering from unhealth, and it's going to get worse when we have factories to build. So we do want to knock out that grocer ahead of time. All right, and let's turn up science. If we go full bore, yeah, we can do this in 4 turns. Or close to it. We got the great... Okay, that's not bad. That's not the one I was hoping for, though. But it does give us... I mean, great scientist you can always use for light bulbs, so that's not bad. Could use it to help light bulb. Wait, great general born in Lisbon. What the heck? Is he fighting somebody? How did he get a great general? Did he... Oh, he must have researched fascism. Okay. That's a tech we're unlikely ever to research. I don't think that we need police state that badly, and we don't really care about the other stuff. I mean, I guess Mount Rushmore, we might need... if we need it for Mount Rushmore, maybe. All right, so now we need a non-scientist, non-engineer for our last great person. So... if we're lucky, Plains Cow will not give us the engineer or the scientist. I guess we should be doing this here then. Probably going to get an engineer out of here, though. Alrighty, this is going to go to Middleburg. Head over there. You guys can just chill. Okay, split the stack. Go ahead and peek in on Mr. Saladin here. See what we can see. That's about as far as our airships can go. I mean, we can see most of his territory, right? With these, pretty much his whole territory. His air power is really strong in Civ 4. And he's just rifles. Okay, so it looks like he just got rifling because he's upgrading from longbows to rifles right now. Something like that. All right. Yeah, there's not... I mean, there's like work to be done over here, but... let's leave like half of these guys here, and the other half I'm going to move over here because I have work for these guys to do over here at Riposte. As I said, Riposte is like enough food. All right. So I need these cities to come out of resistance too. All right, Middleburg comes out of resistance next turn. Why don't you run down there? Because you are going to be needed to help out there. All right, the knights. Isn't it control click? Yeah, control click gets me all the knights. All right, you guys run over here. No, so you just can't revolt while on resistance. Okay. And then we'll get the rest of these. Move them down here. Good old Delphi. Okay. All right, kind of a quiet turn. As I said, we should be able to do these turns relatively quickly now because we're not at war. All right. All right, okay, so he does have assembly line. Yeah, ignoring and then what does he have? Does he have all the way up to, you can research flight and artillery. Does that mean he's all the way up to combustion on the bottom side of the tree? Yeah, I guess he does because we don't see steel, railroad, or combustion researchable for him. You can research flight, electricity, or okay, yeah. Well, he doesn't have biology, so he's missing that. We know he just picked up fascism. So it looks like he has these 3 techs and assembly lines. He's definitely ahead, and electricity as well. So he's definitely ahead in tech, but he's not that far ahead, fortunately. He doesn't have biology, which is, I guess he doesn't need it as badly as we do. He doesn't have as many planes tiles. Are we still buying dyes? Let's see. What do we have active right now? Giving him deers. Dye. No, we definitely, let's keep that dyes deal going for sure. Extra happiness could be useful. Unless we have, do we have dyes in our territory? Oh, we will. When we will, I can cancel that. We will. Although it's kind of in an awkward spot for Boddingham and Middleburg because it's in between them. But they just need to get to 100 culture. That should happen relatively fast. Okay. Yeah, you can just keep doing those Jewish missionaries for right now. All right, and go knock yourself out in enemy territory. Oh, he was in a golden age. Okay. I didn't know he was in a golden age. All right, let's get you guys over here. So, Riposte does not need this much food. So we can convert some of these into cottages. Now, there's 2 cottages right here. It does need more health, but there's not a lot I can do about that. I'm a little low on health resources this game. Put a city there. Oh yeah, I should put a city there. Yeah, that's totally worth it. Let's have one of these cities that's not doing anything important. Build a settler for us. Like, heal for it. We don't need... Okay, well, that takes a little too long. But yeah, one of these cities I should... You're right, that's a good spot for a city. We should put one there. Ooh. The fish basically makes it worthwhile to put a city there. All right, so you are very unhappy. We can't avoid starvation this turn, so what do we need to build here? We'll put you on library, but what we're really going to do is put you on build culture, because this will get us the production into the library. But we can't avoid starvation this turn, so there's nothing to worry about that. All right, let's see. So if I wanted to build a cottage, I should put it up here because that doesn't cut an irrigation line. We can actually do it in one turn. Okay. Growth in 2 turns. Let's see if we want to. So we want to get this to size 9. I guess about 17, or I guess we could do size 19 here to work all the tiles. So I guess we don't want to replace all those tiles just yet. All right, you guys just go to sleep there. Do we have enough units to suppress a flip? Yep. See, so now with all these knights here, we have enough to suppress a flip. It's 0% chance of revolt, even though that culture is 99% Arabian. Okay, down here. Now the question is, do we need to get irrigation down here? Like, do we need to run a farming line? I don't think we do. I think this city has enough food as it is. That said, this, what is this tile? That's a cottage on the hill. We can do better than that for sure. I'll move down here in anticipation of replacing that with something better. All right, so these guys came over here. We definitely want to replace this tile here with a watermill. We can't quite reach it this turn. And then up there at Cheers Toku. Cheers Toku, the chops can actually help that too. Alrighty, let's just look at the demos for a second because I'm kind of curious. New named city Charlestown, that's good. Apparently I need to adjust my spying because I lost graphs on J-Man here. I was trying to like look at this espionage weights. They're up 154. So this is why I don't think I can do anything with spies. Hold on. If I go to the Diplo screen, you can see what they've spent relative to me. All right. So Brennis, I have spent 234 espionage points on him. He has spent 6,868 espionage points against me. I think the AI likes espionage maybe a little too much. Saladin has spent 5,165 and Joao has spent 3,834. When they've outspent you by that much, it's just really hard to do anything in terms of espionage. We'll go ahead and do this because we want to make sure we at least have graphs on Portugal so we can kind of track what they're doing. I don't think we're... Brennis is just a lost cause. We need 3,000 points just to see his graphs. Saladin, maybe we can get up this high eventually. Out of city on the fort over there too. Here, I don't think that's worthwhile, honestly. These tiles were... Because, like, if we flip this fish resource, we just give it to the lizard. So I don't think that this is worthwhile. Although I do appreciate the suggestion. Yeah, and this would have to be on the dice tile. But, yeah. So we'll get a... whatchamacallit? Settler as soon as we can. Okay, so the GNP is slightly concerning that we're 1,000 behind rival best. We're actually last at 100% research right now. We are leading in most of the other categories, though. Land area, manufacturing, food, so that's a good sign. Soldiers were actually last in that as well, which is not great, but... we do actually have some cities still coming out of resistance, and that'll definitely help. Okay. Deal canceled. Okay. See, what would he want? Oh, he doesn't have copper? Well, this late in the game, that doesn't matter. I'll accept this for now because it's going to take me a few turns. It's going to take me like 10 turns to get the die online, so I'll keep this resource trade going for right now. Like, I don't even have a settler in production yet. Okay, York, this is a good city to build the settler, though. You can do it fast. Just okay, so York does not need any more sizes. This city is one I can convert over to cottages. It does not need to grow further because every tile it can work, it is working, except for maybe this one. Wait, no, that's out of its radius. All right. I mean, I guess I could give some of these tiles over to it, but sometimes it's fun just to let... I'm fine sometimes with just letting the cities kind of pick their own tiles. Look at that, 8 commerce trade route. Too bad that's the guy we're going to be going after down the road. All right, university sounds good. See, there's a lot of production too. Granted, this is a university where we get double production, but like these hill tiles do provide... We have them all windmilled. In theory, a lot of these could probably be... I was going to say a lot of these could be converted into mines, but I actually don't mind having them as windmills, I think, because once we get to electricity, they gain another commerce, and that triggers the financial bonus on every windmill tile, so I don't hate that. All right, Middleburg, we can probably get you enough food to keep you from starving here. Yes, if we windmill this tile. But I don't... Can we do a windmill in one turn? Oh, we're short on that. Saladin does mining ink. Interesting. And then goes free market. Okay. I guess that makes sense. I guess that makes sense because you get the corporation... less expensive corporations. All right. So we don't want the city to starve, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to run up here. We're going to farm this tile to keep you from starving. Oh, we need another worker for that? Oof. Do we lose a size here? Because I only have 3 workers and I need 4. I don't have another worker around here, do I? That's disappointing. Is there any... Oh, you know... I don't have any other 2 food tiles, do I? Yeah, I was trying to farm this, but I only have 3. I should have sent 4 over here. It's my bad. Yeah, I don't have a lighthouse. Yep. All right, so there's 1 actual defender for over here. Yeah, I moved these guys up here. I probably should have done 4 and 2 instead of the split I had. All right, so you guys are going down to Yoink. Because Yoink does not need as much food as it has. All right. I guess you can't quite get there yet this turn. Anyway, so you guys, yes. Up here, we are going to build a water mill. And this will actually help Deerfield limp toward its levee. Just literally get additional food and commerce. All right, so, oh, look at this. I think we can do assembly line in 2 turns, and that is worth prioritizing so we can start the factories sooner. Get the factories and coal plants up. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do here. I'm like 1 worker short over here. That stinks to lose an entire pop point because of that, but I don't think there's anything I can do about it. Because I can farm this, but yeah, just not quite enough. Darn you, Portugal, for denying me this tile. That would have solved the problem. Ah, well. Yeah, we'll just keep doing the Jewish missionaries. Give us a little bit of extra. Which cities do not have Judaism yet? All right. So this is one of the tiles. This does not cut any line a farm needs to run through, right? No. No, the irrigation's coming up from below. All right, there we go. So that's a big drop off to start. Like we go from a 3 food, 1 production tile down to 1, 1, 1, which is a much worse yield, obviously, but you know, it's a cottage, it'll grow. We're in emancipation, so it only takes 5 turns to grow. 1, 1, 3 is then worth working, and then only takes 10 turns after that to be 1, 1, 4. All right, can we drop? Oh, look, we're just short on this. Well, we can build research in a city. Oh, that still leaves us short. All right. Okay, we're still going to be short. Oh, what if we do wealth instead? Is it worth it while to squeeze this out 1 turn sooner? Probably not, but... Oh man, so close. Fish and chips on wealth. Good suggestion. Yeah, it doesn't need the Jewish missionaries. Not really that important. All right, here we go. We're spending ourselves down to 0 just so we can hit this a turn sooner. I like keeping him... This is actually a tough decision. I like keeping him at pleased. But I really don't want to cancel my deals with Brennus. I think I have to say no to this and hope that this... Even I take the -1, yeah. I did not enjoy that decision. All right, we definitely need electricity next. This is a really big tech for us with the windmill and watermill. Saladin? Well, the fact that, yeah, he is probably weaker than Portugal, but Portugal I think is better to go after because Portugal is the one who actually has the tech lead that I'm worried about. I kind of want to stop Portugal from researching so quickly. All right, time to start our factories. It's going to take a while in a lot of cities. It's like, grocer, we finally have health. It's like, well, you're not going to have health for much longer. You're already having health issues. Might want to cap this city at... Yeah, might want to cap this city at, like, size 17 or so, because the health is going to get pretty ugly here. Hi, it's here. Welcome. All right, let's put these cities back on. Builds here, of course, are going to do factories. Well, you're already starving here? What the heck? Oh, you grew an extra size. Well, this is only going to get worse. Put you in the factory. So what is it? We have about 50-50 odds to get a non-scientist, non-engineer, roughly, something like that, out of this city. It's a shame I ran scientists for a while. If I'd been smart enough to know ahead of time to run merchants here, we could have really good odds. We could have merchants at like almost 50% if I'd known to do that ahead of time. Anyway, Loot Fiesta, you finish the levee, and then you'll... Because this city gets a lot from the levee, and then we'll do the factory after that. Hi, Link Mario Samus. We're just kind of chilling here. We don't have a ton to... It's kind of a low-key stream, which I'm fine with. Yeah, let's get this. All right. Yeah, so we weren't able to keep Middleburg from starving down a size, which is a little unfortunate. Alrighty, well... Let's see. I think I would definitely prefer a windmill on this tile. So let's go ahead and have you guys do that. Yeah, it's 4 worker turns to do these instead of 3. Okay, and Bottingham came out of resistance too. Oof. Well, this city's kind of gonna suck because it doesn't control like any tiles. We're gonna need to farm some of these tiles, I think, to keep the city from starving. But at least we can pop the borders this turn. Granary. Yeah. I mean, the spies are better than citizens in this situation. All right. Did you guys finish that? All right. Again, the yield does not look amazing yet. 221, but electricity will make that look a lot better. Okay. Now, I'd love to build a watermill here, but watch, you can't, because this is on a corner tile. You can't build watermills on corner tiles. So we'll go up here and do this one instead. Yeah, I mean, it's just a better yield. Like, this is a 1-2-1 yield. If we watermill it, it becomes 2-2-1, and then it'll gain more. Now, long term, if you get railroad, you could instead keep the lumber mill and then railroad this tile, and you could actually increase the production. But this is such a low food city. It's much better to get the extra food here. So I'd rather do the watermill here. Anyway. Oh, we make 1,300 beakers per 1,300 gold per turn at 0%. Oh my god. Okay. We get a lot of money from that. Plan, yeah, the plan is to get to tanks and then go after Portugal from there, because Portugal is not building that much military from what I can see. All right, when do we get Portugal's graphs back? Jeez. Need 1963. How much is this guy running on the espionage slider again? He must have all the espionage buildings in every city. See, I did not prioritize the espionage buildings because I wanted to build cavalry and then run over Toku. They all built every espionage building in every city. We're not even close to Saladin. Let's just stop spending on Saladin and at least get the graphs back on Portugal so I can keep track of what their military power situation looks like. Anyway, but Middleburg came out of resistance. That's good. Bottingham is work in progress. Bottingham's not going to be very good, but I mean, it gets way better if we could ever control this tile here. Anyway. Okay, so electricity is a really big tech for us too. Oh, we should check in on how the AIs are doing. All right, so J-Man is the one we're really interested in. Let's see. Yeah, he can do industrialism. He can also research flight. So yeah, he's up. Monotheism, which is irrelevant. And then he's up the whole steel line to combustion. And then fascism, electricity. Okay, yeah, he's ahead about 5 or 6 techs. That's why we have to go after him. We need to stop him from just getting ahead. Does he have railroad? Yes. Yes, he does. Because we would see it as researchable if he did not have it. Like, Brennus doesn't even have steam power yet. He's definitely behind. Saladin's a little bit better. But, like, he doesn't have biology. For some reason, he's missing liberalism. I don't understand that. And he can research combustion, so he has most of the bottom part of the tech tree. He has steel railroad. But, yeah, Portugal's the one we probably have to go after because we just don't want him to run away in tech in this game. All right, grocer done. On to factory. And, okay, this city is done. We need to convert some of these farms into workshops here. Because we don't need the city to grow further. It's already like at the limit of what tiles it can work. All right, there's the settler. On to a factory for you. Every city is going to do factories. Hopefully we'll have enough we can spend the time building factories. By the way, this would be a great time to trigger a golden age if I had it. Because using a golden age to build the factories tends to be a really good use of golden ages. All right, we already have the forge here. Factory next. It makes building this is actually going to be a good city, Middleburg. Doing the factory makes everything else cheaper. Or, not cheaper, but it makes it faster to build everything else. Okay, yeah, wow. Electricity 3 turns, not bad. I mean, our research rate is not shabby at all. All right, do you have a forge? Yes, then you do factory. And we are going to need some more tile improvements up here. Excuse me. I got some burps here. Well, we can't work the actual seafood tiles, but we have a lighthouse, so we can work these tiles here. We want to convert some of these over to water mills. I already did 2 of these tiles. All right, let's get you over here. Onto this dye resource. Oh, we got another great scientist. Okay, well, we don't need 2 scientists, so we should just light bulb this guy immediately. We're never going to get the 4-person golden age. We're never going to get the 4 great person golden age, so we should just light bulb this guy right away. It's too late in the game for a super specialist or an academy to make sense. Like, you can put this in a city and get plus 50% science, but, like, how many turns would it take to offset getting 2,200 beakers right now? not worth it. Also, there's a very nice message in the chat from Giant Spruce, longtime website reader, YouTube lurker. Wanted to thank you for the amazing content. You're the only source for Master of Orion gameplay. Yeah, I mean, the game did come out in 1993, which is hands down my favorite game of all time. Congrats on the baby. Thanks so much. That's really nice. I appreciate it. We'll probably try to do a Master of Orion game again sooner or later. Everybody always enjoys when I stream that game, and I enjoy streaming it too. So I'm happy to do so. Okay, anyway, so let's go ahead and... Well, light bulb electricity, it doesn't really save us a lot. It just gets us there one turn faster, but I just don't really have anything else to do with that guy. Let's get you down here. We want to convert some of these over to workshops. Yeah, all right, so workshop, probably going to take 2 turns, but... Once again, a stack of 3 workers is really inefficient because I lose a ton of turns if I keep them all grouped. All right, yeah, there you go. That looks good there. How about down here? Can we do anything at Oh, the Buckingham is still starving here. Okay, well, I think I can... Can I keep it out of starvation? Oh, man. Why? Why didn't I take another worker? We need to farm one of these tiles. To stop, because it needs a lighthouse. Actually needs... Well, we can do granary then lighthouse. Yeah, we have an aqueduct, a harbor, dry docks. What the heck? I guess this is where we build our navy. An observatory, a coliseum, a courthouse, a jail, but no granary or lighthouse. Pretty silly. Yeah, so it takes 4... Yeah, if I just sent one more worker down here, I could have kept this city from starving. But it looks like it's going to drop to size 5, and I don't think I can stop it. Oh, well. Womp womp. Anyway, we do have that other city coming down here to grab the dyes, and then we can grab the fish. So this city will actually probably outstrip Bottingham. It is worthwhile to plant the city for the fish. Now, they're going to be super crushed by Portugal's borders, but if we can take out Portugal... By the way, this tile's never been improved. Might have to build a galleon and drop off workers to improve this tile if we can ever get control of that territory. I ended up rewatching all the Master of Orion VODs after my daughter was born. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't want to promise anything right now. We do want to finish this game first. And as you know, if you have a kid, drop a city there, yeah. Drop a city there. As you know, if you have a kid, you don't always have a lot of time after the little ones are born. But I would like to do another Master of Orion game at some point. Is there a case to be made to set up another island city south of Bottingham? Here? No. Nah. No, there's no... If they were... I mean... We couldn't control any of the tiles, and there's no seafood resource, so it's not worthwhile. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, maybe we can get a map update from one of these guys. I'm being lazy this game and not scouting the rest of the world. Okay, none of them want to trade me a world map, but I can probably get one. Okay, there we go. Might as well fill in a little bit more of the holes in the map here. All right, looks like the only overseas island is down here. Aside from this island here. Something like that. Anyway, I also did intend to take a picture of all the new city holdings. Okay, so what are we making? I mean, we're making 1,700 beakers per turn. That's a really good tech rate. I think we are outpacing the AI here. Even though it doesn't say we are, I feel like we're researching faster than they are. Maybe they're getting a lot of GMP from other sources. Again, we're basically even with Saladin. Actually, I think we're slightly ahead of him. We're significantly ahead of Brennus. Just this guy we got to worry about. So that's why he's the focus. But electricity will help a lot. And yeah, we'll go from there. So I don't know if we'd want to build a navy or not. Let's try to take... I want to focus on going after his core first, and then we can consider if it... Like, we can see what the situation looks like from there. I'm thinking war weariness is going to be catastrophic enough that I'm probably going to... need to sign a peace treaty with him if I can take his mainland cities, but maybe we'll come back later. Maybe. All right, we got the university. So next up is the factory. Yeah, this city doesn't have as great production. You know, I'm actually thinking this city might be better with mines on these tiles, and then we can railroad them. Because this city, the lizard, it actually just needs production more so than food. It was really cramped on food earlier. Oh, I wonder, can we give this resource to another city? Hold on. Should I can give this to Hogwarts, and I actually think that that's better because the lizard doesn't need that much food. Okay, yeah, this is fine because like the lizard's already at like the cap of how many tiles it can work. So yeah, let's just do that, and then that Hogwarts can grow faster. Okay, so no, we can leave these in place, and then this city's fine. Yeah, like and maybe someday it'll actually get the fish tile back. How close are we on that? Just out of curiosity. You need to come down here and help build this farm. Okay, you guys successfully built one workshop there. Let's get this one here. All right, and now Delphi is food neutral. Perfect. At 36 production per turn. Nice. Remember how this was such a garbage city? Remember how terrible this city was? Yeah. This little hole in the wall that we only planted to get marble in the early game. And horses, but of course our culture has been swallowed up by J-Man's culture down there. The city gets 36 production per turn, and then that gets multiplied up to 48. Not too shabby for a little garbage spot there. All right, so we did manage to get the farm here for Bottingham. Okay, so that'll get the granary done. And, okay, so now Hogwarts is going to grow fast. So we definitely need to start getting more of the workshops done up there. Anyway, Delphi should be done. By the way, what is this guy doing over here? Why are you chopping in my territory? Also, interesting path to get over there. Is he chopping? Well, nobody chops in my territory, buddy. Ha, take that. All right, I don't think we really have much to change here. Let's see. Do we want a windmill on this tile is like the big thing. I think we do. Because this city, like, we can get 2 food tiles here. Yeah, I think a windmill's better here for right now. Because we're actually getting a decent amount of production from these workshops. And then this will drop it down to 2 production. It'll be a 2-2. Yeah, we have railroads not that far off on the horizon. It's like, then it goes to 2-2-3 yield because we're about to finish electricity. I think I prefer that. Just because the city is not really going to be able to grow until we can seize control of these resources. So I think that is better. All right, and then you, Knight, you can run up here and garrison this city that's about to be founded next turn, which is going to be really bad until we can get out to the second ring. We'll just build culture to get this. Like if we can ever get control of these water tiles, it'll be decent. And with the fish resource, it's worth founding. But yeah, it's going to be a little rough there for the time being. Okay, so we're about to get electricity. At least that'll cross that off. J-Man's the only one with electricity. And then now we're going to chase them. We've actually been doing some very expensive techs. Assembly line is like the most expensive tech in this portion of the tree. Now we can go back to steel. I mean, steel is like half the cost of assembly line. Almost. 7,500 against 4,200. And then railroad. Okay, railroad and combustion are... Actually, railroad's more expensive than combustion. I actually might want to squeeze out a few more workers in the near future because I'm going to have to railroad my territory as well. We'll see. I got to do the factories first. And then once the factories and coal plants are done, it's on to tanks. But remember, we can't actually build tanks until we have industrialism and we have combustion because we need to build the oil wells. By the way, where's oil in my territory? I definitely have oil, don't I? Yeah, I have some in the tundra. What the heck? Well, while these guys are over here, they can road over to this. Is that my only oil source? No, I have some down here. Okay. Gotcha. Then this is out of reach at Samurai's End, which, by the way, I definitely need to get workers over here too. Never enough workers. Now, will we ever... Oh, I wanted to check, will I ever get control of some of these tiles? These seem unlikely to get control of these. I think I will get control of the fish tile eventually. Let's just check the... We're going to go into debug mode here, not reveal the map. I'm just curious what the actual culture is. We can see it's 76.23%, but we can get the actual numbers by being in debug mode. 2250. And by the way, I feel like this information should be visible to the player. It only gives you the percentages, which I guess the percentages are enough, but I like to see the actual numbers. So we're at 2250, or we're at 705 to 2255. That differential is, let's see, 2255 minus 705. Okay, so we're 1,550 behind. Let's see what changes on this inner turn. Whoa, somebody stole biology. Uh-oh. That was probably Portugal. Wow, okay. That's rare that the AI can just outright steal a tech from you like that. Jeez. Okay, we got the levee done onto the factory. Now, these riverside cottages are pretty nice. What is it, a 129 tile? Not bad. Okay. And we don't have time to fool with Broadway. We got to get the factories, and then we got to roll tanks. Does J-Man have oil? Good question. Oh, did he finish biology? Yeah, he was the one who stole it. Has to be him because these two still don't have it. He just stole biology from us, although that actually makes it easier. I was going to say, oh yeah, now we can see his demos easily because he actually burned a tremendous amount of espionage points on getting that tech. Yeah, we actually have graphs now, and it's not even close. So we'll turn off this and put it on Saladin. Still, nice move for him. He just flat out got a tech. Let's see how he matches up in terms of the demos numbers. All right. GMP, wow, he's still ahead of us. But, like, he's not ahead of us by much, so whoever's getting those huge numbers on the GMP screen, it's not him, because he's barely ahead of us. All right, production, that was our golden age. We're ahead of him in production. That's a good sign. We're ahead of him in food and getting further ahead. Power, okay, he's ahead of us in power, but once we can build tanks, we'll go for them. Culture, we're pretty comparable there. Oh, I should have checked espionage on here. Okay, yeah, this dude likes his espionage. All right, now the other thing we wanted to check was what are the numbers on this tile here, on the fish tile. All right, 2292 to 746. So we went up by 40, and he went up by a little less than 40. He went up by like 35. Okay, so at the current rate, we are not making much progress here. But on the positive side is this city's about to pop the 500 culture borders. And as soon as it does that, we'll get more value. I also think that we might as well run artists here. They're not really much worse than... Why don't we just run artists here? Because why not? That'll get us a little bit more culture. They're not really bad. With representation, they're not really that bad to work. Four beakers is not bad from a specialist. And this will just get us a little bit more. So we are nowhere close to flipping this tile. It's going to take a while. But when we pop the 500 culture border, we'll be adding another 20 culture per turn to that tile. Because it's what, second ring for this city? It's second ring. So, so just to back up on this, I probably should have backed up and explained how this works. The way that you put those culture points, the thing that you can't normally see in game, but which I can see here in debug mode, it's whatever your city makes per turn, and then it's plus 20 culture based on whatever ring it is from the furthest out. I don't know how to say it better than that. So like when you hit 500 culture, that's here's 10 culture, here's 100, here's 500. So right here, when we hit 500 culture, this will produce whatever the city gets in culture, which is 36. I hate that the screen keeps scrolling. So when we get to 500 culture, we'll be putting 36 culture points on this tile each turn. And then this is 56, and then this is 76. So 76 will be, and he's getting like 35, so we'd be getting a delta of like 35-ish per turn. Unfortunately, we're behind by 1,500, so that's going to take a while, at like 35 per turn. But maybe 30 or 40 turns from now, we might be able to flip that tile. Hogwarts could also put, let's see, 24. If Hogwarts gets to 500 culture, it will also put culture on this tile. Hogwarts is a lot further away from that, but if it could ever get to 500 culture, it would help me flip this tile. Yeah, second for you, fourth from him. So that's not going to happen anytime soon. But you never know. All right. Long-term project. What's Yoink doing? All right, Yoink looks fine. I think this is... we could convert one of these into a cottage. Because that would drop it... Yeah, we should do one more cottage here. Oh, no, wait a minute. No, we're about to get a ton of unhealthiness, so let's leave it alone. Let's leave the farm alone there. We're about to get like lots of unhealthiness because we're going to be going industrial revolution, coal plant, dirty power here, and it's going to get kind of ugly from a health perspective. So let's leave that alone. Like this city already has -3 health. It's going to get worse. So that's fine. In fact, the city probably shouldn't grow another size. So let's do this. Start working this. Size. Yeah, we probably should not go above size 18. All right. Now, there's a lot of other places I wanted to do work over here. What was it? Port Elizabeth. This city, I wanted to mine some of these hill tiles, I thought. Or, no, you know what? Instead of doing that, let's... Instead of mining these hill tiles, because I actually do like those windmill tiles. Look at those yields. 133. That's a really good yield for a tile. We could cottage some of these tiles just to drop it. It doesn't need this much food. Like, we're going to get some unhealthiness, but we don't need this much food. So maybe I can cottage these tiles. This is a commerce city, so it's worthwhile to build them. Okay, we're doing windmill down here. swap another farm from Riposte to Yoink. I'm okay with them where they are. Although you're not wrong, but I think I'm okay with where they are. Look at that. Look at us running through Portugal's territory with the open borders. We still have like we're. Oh wait, whoops! You're supposed to go here under this tile. All right. We said this was going to be Charleston. It's going to be a rough city until it gets that. Yeah. Also, we just need you to pop your borders. So we're going to do the rare thing where we actually work a citizen specialist for a turn. Actually, no, we can do. We can work this tile. We can borrow this tile for a couple turns. Build culture for 2 turns to pop the borders. And then where's Granary? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Middleburg. Excuse me. You can take that tile back. And then Boddingham's going to need to take this tile back to avoid starving. So currently Charleston's working the copper tile, and that's it. All right. Yeah, that's a nice tile. 2-2-3. Not bad for a hill tile. At least until the city can get out. And then we'll do the lighthouse next. I'll just queue that up right now to save time. Okay. Up here. All right. So we're at 1,833 beakers. And then I need to get more workers up here. All right. Okay. Argentum's working the correct tile. I want it to work this one. And then it can grow onto this tile next. That's probably the best tile improvement to build here. This city's never going to be much, but once the workers are done right here, I'll move them up here to Hogwarts. All right, most of our cities are just building factories right now, which are always expensive. This is where organized trade's really nice because you can get the factories done super fast. All right, so yep, now we're going down the steel line. We're going to get the prerequisite research bonus because these 3 guys all know them. Portugal now can research medicine. Oh, wait, that unlocked from biology, right? Yeah. Doesn't have medicine yet. Can research a lot of techs. Radio, industrialization, medicine. All right, I think we're catching up to him slightly. I think. Could be wrong, but I think we're making some progress there. We do have a lot more territory than he does now. Coastal City was starving, but I think I fixed. Oh yeah, over here, fish and chips. I don't have a good way to avoid this city starving at the moment. We'll figure something out. There's just I need to get more health in here, but it's actually going to get worse. City is probably going to start down a size or so, and there's not much I can do about that. It is what it is. I guess I could replace one of these with a farm, but I don't want to do that. Oh, you know what we could do? We could take this tile back. We've had this tile borrowed from the capital for a long time. We could do that. I guess that's worthwhile. At least until it starts starving again. And then you do a scientist here. Too bad we didn't roll the profit from that city. Where's our next city that produces a great person anyway? Doesn't look like anyone's... Oh, Plains Cow. Oh, Plains Cow. Okay. So we don't want an engineer. It's got... It'll be another like 50-50-ish dice roll. Not terrible odds. I'm aware I'm still working an engineer specialist, but I still want the extra production here. The city's going to benefit from railroad a lot because it has a lot of mines and lumber mills here. Okay. Yeah, this city does not really need a jail. All right, well, factory it is. Actually, Hilford's kind of turning into a decent city now. I can grow onto these 2 tiles, and then it can just be stop at size 8. Yeah, not too bad. Like considering how weak the land is up here, it's not awful. Stoughton, we're still a long way away from being able to see his graphs, but maybe someday. Okay. So these workers I was going to send up to Hogwarts because there's work for them to do there. Port Elizabeth, do I need to convert? Let's convert this one into a farm or into a cottage. I don't want the city to get too big because it'll then just suffer from unhealthiness. Yeah, that's fine. This is fine. I don't need a billion specialists here. So again, these tiles are terrible at first, but they'll get better. So apparently we have enough beakers to overflow steel and then have enough to go 100% pretty hard on the next tech. All right, I don't have any other tiles I want to improve right here. Now, was there anything else I wanted to do at Middleburg? Charleston's just waiting for the borders to pop. And fortunately, the fish tile is already improved, so we don't need to get a workboat. Let's see. The cottages we don't want to touch. I think this is okay for right now. We do need a lighthouse. Yeah, I think this is fine, what we've got right here. Because, like, as soon as if we can ever get control of these clams tile, then all of a sudden the city will have another 5 food tile. So I think that's fine. Swap workshop to a watermill. Yes. Good call. Well, this one we can't. Because it's not next to the river. See, we can't do this one. This one already is a workshop. This we need to be a 4 food tile. And there's no river tile, so I don't see where we can do that. I think we just head back north again. In anticipation of helping somewhere else. Alright, so you guys finish that. Let's go ahead and road towards the oil. The river has a riverside workshop. Not. Oh, is that true? Oh, that is a workshop. Okay. Well, my bad. I thought that was a watermill. Okay, well. We'll get them down there and they can do that next turn. Good calls, Olsen. I thought that was a watermill, but I was wrong. Okay. Oh, did we cut we cut an irrigation line. Shoot. All right. All right, so that needs to be refarmed. I can do that next turn. Yoink. Yeah, okay. I guess I do have to have a farm on that tile. Okay. No worries, we'll fix that next turn. What is this guy doing, improving tiles in my territory? Alright, railroad next. Then we got a lot of railroads to build. Okay, granary done first. This poor city can't work any tiles. Let's do the theater so it can maybe help push back against some of this culture a little bit faster. He's railroading to his side of the map. Gotcha. Yeah, -1 production, but +1 food, +2 commerce. That seems like a bit major improvement there. All right, well, we'll just replace that farm. Oh, but it takes an extra turn to do a farm. Oh, well. Well, we'll fix it next turn. Okay, we can't build the oil well just yet. How fast can we do railroad? 3 turns. Let's go. Yeah, I feel like we're getting through the tech tree pretty quickly. Now Saladin's picked up railroad as well, so that actually helps us. He discounts the tech, but like he doesn't have biology, he doesn't have communism, doesn't have electricity, he doesn't have assembly line. So I think we're like even to slightly ahead of him. And J-Man has not been burning through techs as fast as I thought he might. Like he hasn't gotten a new tech in the last few turns. I wonder if he's upgrading his rifles to infantry. The AI likes to upgrade their units. Yeah, I suspect he's been spending money on upgrades. Excuse me. He has artillery. I guess that's the tech he picked up. Oh no, Brennis. Wait, Brennis has artillery. Wow, interesting. I was gonna say I didn't think that J-Man had it. Okay, so next up we have to do either combustion or industrialism. Industrialism obsoletes ivory. Combustion obsoletes whales. Combustion also lets me build the wells, which will increase unhealthiness. I don't have a strong opinion about which of these to do first. We just have to get them both in some order. Then we would like to get radio tech so we can build bomber. Oh no, we need a flight for that. Never mind. We might have to do medicine next because we might need the hospitals. And we want flight too. Yeah, we have a lot of stuff we want. We'll just have to see how badly we're hurting on health resources. This map does not have a ton of health resources on it. Like we still don't have rice. Like not having rice really hurts. We don't have crabs either. I don't know that there's really any rice resources anywhere close to us. I guess never mind. There's one right outside Delphi's range. Getting that would help a lot. Of course, we'd have to take half of Portugal to control that tile. Oh, there's a rice tile over here, but of course it's also in Portuguese territory. If we took Laria, though, we would fall into our borders. Okay, yeah, we could really use that. And then crabs. I don't know if there's any crabs on this map anywhere close by. I just see fish and clams. Fish and clams everywhere, but no crabs. Crabs tend to... Oh, there's one over here. Are we trading? No, we're not trading for them. I think that might be the only source in the entire world. But yeah, if like the map is missing some health resources. Look at little Argentum starting to turn into a real city. We've got these workers that need to go up there. And then we've got the railroads to build too. Anyway, a lot for our workers to do. So the starvation, it has begun. It's fine though. This city actually doesn't need to be working this many specialists. Like, it's fine if this city gets a little bit more unhealthy and goes down a size. Like, if this is size like 18, that's fine. I don't need this many specialists. The starvation has begun. Might need to turn one of these back into a farm again. Or multiple. Yeah, we probably need to turn one of these back into a farm again. Can I cancel the dyes trade yet? I think it's a couple more turns. Although it's good to mention that. Where's the dyes resource? 2 turns. Good call, though. Alright. So that gets Yoink out of starvation for the time being. And now we would like to farm one of these before I can get up there to the new cities in the corner. Saladin could trade rice. I mean, I can see if he's willing to. I don't think he is willing to, though. These guys are pretty much just waiting until we can start the railroads. Because we got to connect them from one side of the empire to the other. I'll move them down here, though, because I can start at my heroic epic city. We'll just move into position for right now. Saladin could trade rice. Let's see if he's willing to. That would help a lot. No, unfortunately. He has oil, but not rice. Would you do this for a good friend? Yeah, he's not going to. Unfortunately, no. Brennus, no. Brennus has like no resources to spare. Okay, J-Man would trade it. Okay, he just gave it to us. Okay. Well, that'll help for the time being, and then we'll be in starvation mode the minute we declare war on him. So that's, yeah, not as great. Okay, well, this means we can't declare war for 10 turns, but we're not. It's going to take longer than that to get everything ready. Oh, excuse me. I still don't feel 100% right now. Let's see. What did he pick up? He can research plastics now, so what did he get? Oh, I picked up industrialism. Okay, well that does make the tech a little bit cheaper. Take Braga on the first turn. We could take Braga, but that wouldn't... We could take Braga initially on the first turn. But that's not going to give us control of rice. We actually have to take all 3 of these cities before it flipped over to us. Anyway. So his power has not really gone up that much. I think we're researching at least at his rate, and that means that we should be catching up because we get the known tech bonuses. Also industrializing, and once you get to this stage of the game, the player does tend to have a bit of an advantage over the AI because the player can use the late game toys a little bit better than the AI can, like factories and whatnot. Alright, so we restored that. Oh, we were going to finish... we got another great engineer. That's too bad. Okay. It was, the odds were to get a great engineer, but it certainly wasn't guaranteed. Okay. Yeah, there we go. That looks a lot better. Nice tile. This could become a... Oh, wait, no, never mind. We could never turn... I was going to say this could become a watermill as well down the road, but it can't because you can't have a watermill on both sides of the river. All right, let's move you guys up here. Well, I was going to go improve those tiles at the newest cities, but I think I might have these guys on railroad duty instead, because we've got a railroad across our connection. Yeah, all right, so we can rush something to completion. Could we do Pentagon here, potentially? I wouldn't mind trying to get Pentagon. That would actually be pretty nice. We could get 800 production towards it. So I think since I have this extra one, that's the plan I'm going to go for. Ooh, excuse me. Let the coal plant finish, and then we can try to rush the Wonder. Hi, Walloper. Thanks for the well wishes. Appreciate it. And you can come over here and get ready to railroad as well. We're going to be working on the railroad starting next turn. Charleston can work fish now. Yes, thank you. It just popped its borders. Yes. Okay, good call. We'll give this tile back for right now. I might give the copper tile back to Charleston at size 2, though, because I want Charleston to be able to build the granary and the lighthouse. And it needs at least one tile that provides production for that. Sydney will have fun with the 2 kids. It's true. Sydney's not really... Sydney's not like a golden retriever who just wants to play with everybody all the time. He's a pretty chill dog. But yeah, he's been really good considering that the kids... William... I mean, Charlie can't do anything yet because he's only 10 days old. But he's been really good with William, who like tries to jump on him sometimes. Sydney is an old dog. He's 11 now. Actually, he's getting close to 11 and a half at this point. So he was never a high energy dog to begin with, and he's even slower now. But he's been really good with William. All right, railroad tech in.
I fooled you. I got pig iron. I got all.
All right, so let's think this through. Do we want to do combustion first or industrialism first? I think combustion first is a little bit better, partly because it's a cheaper tech. I don't think we have whales at all, so I don't think we're losing the resource. We could also build the public transportation, which I'm probably going to need to do in some cities, because that'll give me 2 health to offset. The public transportation will offset the unhealthiness from the oil, so I think we're going to need this. And like if we do industrialism first, what does that even do for us? We can do industrial parks, but I actually don't think we can do industrial parks because we don't have the health available for it. So I think it's combustion, then industrialism. Here. All right, we got the levee done. This is another city that benefits enormously from the levee. Look at those beautiful tiles there. The 129 tiles. This city certainly is benefiting from being in free speech civic. Look at all that. You can also grow 1 more size. Oh, wait, what that? We should be working this tile. Which one of these is better? Well, it only speeds it. This only speeds up the factory by 1 turn, so let's just work this instead. Okay. Factory onto coal plant. Be prepared to have no food surplus as soon as that's done. Alrighty, time to start working on the railroads. See if we can do combustion in 2 turns. So we'll do that. Or no, actually it's going to take another turn. So we'll just do another turn of 0%. What is our 100% research rate now, just out of curiosity? We're about to hit 2,000 beakers per turn, which is pretty good. I will mention that the previous Winter Circles games that I did, the game I did with Mansa Musa and the game I did with Louis. Louis was on that gigantic Toltestra map, or whatever it's called, Totestra. And I think I launched the spaceship around like turn 315 in that game. Which is obviously way faster than this game, but like this map is this is kind of a bleak map. It's so dry. Like, look at how dry this map is. Like, the tech base is just smaller because the land quality is a lot lower as compared to that map. Also, all the empires are smaller. So, it's a good example of why everything's not really comparable from game to game. All right, let's get ahead. Let's start building the railroads then, shall we? Okay, I really wish it hadn't unit cycled me. All right, while you guys are here, I'll railroad down to the bottom here, just in case I need to rush units down here. In case Portugal would try like some crazy boating shenanigans, you never know. All right, and 2 workers can railroad most tiles. We'll compare you up together. There are some that take 3 workers, but mostly you can usually do 2. All right, so. And of course, we're prioritizing mines and lumber mills because they get the +1 faster. We should definitely do Plains Cow first because we're going to be building a wonder here starting next turn. Also, now that we failed our merchant roll, let's just do all engineers here. 37 production. We can get that up to, let's see, we can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more production. So 42 base, and then we get 100% from the buildings, and then plus 10% from civics. So we'll be almost 100 production per turn, which is not bad, given that this is not like the most beautiful part of the map. Who's my next great person? Good call. I don't think there's anyone that's that close at the moment. Yeah, no city is especially close right now. I guess Riposte is the closest. And we don't want an engineer there, so. I will go ahead and run the merchant here just because. And maybe run a second merchant if the city grows, although I don't think it's going to have the health surplus for that. But yeah, we do definitely want to try to get a merchant. This is a decent city to try because we have quite a few profit artists and even some spy points here. We just need to get that engineer down. We can probably get the engineer down to about 30% if we don't run engineer specialist here. So we have pretty good odds to get another merchant or artist or something out of here. It's definitely worth trying. Have I played a game with Russia on stream? Probably not in Civ 4. I've certainly played Russia in some of them. I know I played a Russia game in Civ 6. All right, turn science back on. I mean, our break-even rate is like 83% right now, which is pretty wild. All right, okay, so Plains Cow is starving a bit right now because of all the unhealthiness. That's fine, though. Again, we're going combustion, so we can get... all right, we're -3. We've got a decent food surplus here. If we can build the public transportation, that gets us to -1, and that can probably hold us off for a while. All right, Pentagon. So the great engineer... Oh, here's another coal plant finishing here. Yeah, we definitely need the extra health for sure. Okay. So while we're waiting on combustion to finish, we'll do the jail just because. Why not? Oh, we have ironworks too. This is actually not a terrible city to do ironworks in, just because it's like nothing but production. But we might have to wait until we can control more of these tiles, because it could really use another food tile to be able to build that. Ironworks in Delphi. I'll take a look. In Delphi. Yeah, we're just doing coal plants pretty much everywhere. Factory on the coal plant. Maybe someday we can get clean power. All right, where's Delphi again? Oh, in this city. Yeah, this is probably the best city, but I don't think we have enough health to build it right now. Remember, I'm still borrowing the rice. Still borrowing the rice tile for that matter. All right. Pair you two together. So J-Man finished Broadway. That's no surprise. Just getting these tiles improved. All right. The railroad connection goes through the city center immediately. And we still need this one, right? Yeah. All right, so we still have to do one more. Yeah, we just have to do one more tile here. The pasture does not benefit from the railroad. Okay, so the way that the engineer works, engineer will give us 900 production towards construction of the Pentagon. Interesting. I believe it's 800 base, and then I think maybe because the size is 20, it gets a little bit extra. So we can get... Let's see, so we could burn it right now, but then if we don't get the wonder, we've wasted a great engineer. So what we want to do is wait until using the engineer will knock it down to 1 turn's duration. So I think that's in like 3 turns or so. Let's see, because we're getting how much? We get 111 this turn, and the next turn we get like about 90. So yeah, it'll be in, I think, 3 turns. We can try that. So just, we'll keep this guy in reserve for right now. This extra great engineer. Because remember, we have another great engineer over here for saved up for a golden age. But yeah. Working on the railroads, working on factories. Well, Samurai's End actually grew a size. Okay. I'll have it run an artist specialist to maybe someday get control of some more tiles. Doesn't seem likely to happen anytime soon, but we might be able to flip this tile at some point, because both Hogwarts and Samurai's End are going to put culture on this tile, and it's second ring for both of them, so we can probably flip this one. What's Hogwarts doing? Hogwarts is growing onto these workshop tile. Or are these... Is this... No, never mind. That's a workshop tile. Yeah, I have to replace these with watermills. I can put a lot of watermills up here. It's a shame I don't have more rivers in my territory. Also, Argentum... Yeah, it can probably grow onto this tile next. Slowly getting there. Slowly getting there. Starting to make some progress. Okay. So we're going to play the... Oh, yeah. Now there's all the negative health. Well, it's just going to get worse. We're going to do the coal plant, and we definitely have to do those public buildings, whatever they're called. Just going to definitely have to do those public buildings. Public transportation, that's what they're called. Okay. We have to industrialize. We have no choice. Not industrializing. We get the factory here. Yep. Yeah, Middleburg is a really good city. Considering it doesn't even control a lot of its own tiles. All right. The factory takes so long. I think I'll do the library next because it also, oh, excuse me, contributes to extra culture. Oh wow, 18 culture per turn. We might be able to flip that relatively fast. Okay. All right, Liz is saying that Charlie's up. Let me go check on him, see if maybe if I can bring him down here just for a second. And then it might be where we have to stop the stream, you guys, just because I knew it was going to be. All right, so let's see, 900 production. We're at 111. Yeah, we need a couple more turns. All right, I'll be right back. Add one new cottage to your capital. It might be worthwhile, because it probably is worthwhile. Hold on, one sec. Okay. So he's being fussy at the moment, so we're not gonna bring him here. He just woke up and he's not in a good mood. So we'll go ahead and stop here. As I said, it was kind of didn't know exactly how long we'd be able to stream, but we'll pick it up here hopefully next week. But it will depend on what the baby wants. So just kind of a chill session so far. But we did almost make it. We're getting close to tanks, and then all these cities that have factories are just going to go tank, 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 tank. Well, they're probably going to go public transportation, then tank, or something like that. Okay, all right. Thanks all. Have a great weekend. See you guys soon. Take care.